Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. I am Elfington, you may call me Elf. I am a storyteller, a keeper of names, but I am also playing Pokemon Pokopia. I hope everyone is having a great day. We have rolled... Ooh. No, don't burn my tree down! Don't burn my tree down! Ah! Oh good. We've rolled our build for the day. Last time that we were in here, we built our replica of the Rust Syndicate building from Pokemon Legends ZA, which is my second favorite of the ZA games. I say it that way because I do like both of the ZA games very much, but Arceus I think was a little bit better. Chloe, hello! Hello, how are you doing today? It's good to see you. It's very good to see you. And hello, Heather! Hi. So good to see you both. We are back. We're going to do that nature center today. We'll do just our quick little... For some reason I thought something up there looked wrong. But what really looks wrong is a lot of this. But it's, I mean, limitations of what you got. And I think it came out well. Let's go ahead and get in here. Dragonite! That's right, Pancake. Dragonite. He's just pretending to be a Ditto. I've had a very successful week so far with my setup over at Irium. I'm making connections. I'm talking to the people I need to be talking to, and while growth is a little slow to start out with over there, we are. We've got some people who are really in there for my story, so I'm super excited about all that. But what I'm more excited about right now is going to figure out our nature center. So as I rolled it today, I immediately went over to the area. That's the wrong elevator. I said to myself, are we going to do this as like an actual nature center, or are we going to do it as a nature walk? I think we're going to go do it as just a nice little, just like a park is kind of what I'm thinking. So what we'll do is we're going to flatten out a little bit of the area and get it a little bit closer to the volcano, which I know is just an insane sounding thing to do. Get the nature closer to the volcano, but hey, you know what? Volcanic soil's very fertile. So, yeah, what I'm planning on doing here is we're gonna get things going up, probably to about here-ish. So we'll tear down, kind of in a little circle for what we're doing here. Replace the dirt that's underneath with grass, and then we will do just kind of a circular path and maybe just like a nice little centerpiece in here. Yeah, I think that'll work out for a very nice looking kind of park / nature area. I know it's not a true nature center, but let's face it, I've done a lot of these as, oh, I rolled this. Well, instead I'm going to do this. But it's in the spirit of. It's in the spirit of. Yeah, one of the cool things, hey, Tink. One of the cool things we've been doing over at Irium is my stories. I've written at this point 6 entire short stories, equaling about an hour and a half of storytelling over the last about a little over a week. What are we doing? So logs from lumber, grow plants grow. We can definitely do that, and then place furniture. I think we'll be able to do all of that. And our big concern here, we need to get our inventory, because of course I didn't do anything for my inventory coming into this. Of course I didn't. Why would I do anything for my inventory for any of this? And little things I've learned just kind of in general. You know, the TikTok did suggest it, so maybe I should mention it as well. You know, hey, if you like what you see, give it a share, give it some likes. And that can help help get this in front of other people who may also like what I'm doing for these builds. You know, however you like it. I said I was going to put stuff away. I've had a migraine today, and naps, things like that, have not made it go away. But the other thing it does do is get me into a stream of consciousness, so prepare for some weird elf today. We get some weird elf. We got that. Those will go into our hard stuff. Yeah, this is what we want to see. So we want to put... That's a lot of rock. I've got so much rock. So much beautiful, beautiful rock. That's not a metal. Metal goes down here. There we go. So I do have a little bit of caffeine to maybe help me out a little bit. We'll see if that can help me out at all. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. I didn't even check to see if I had any beds in here. I just like, yeah, we're just gonna sort this and see what happens. Do I have any beds? I have no beds on me. What was I thinking? I have chairs though. I can do something with chairs. So many chairs. We got wooden stools, soft seats, plain chairs, antique chairs, cuck chairs, office chairs. There we go. And apologies for the language. Apologies. I shouldn't have said that. Again, stream of consciousness elf is a dangerous elf to be. Okay, that's good, that's good. I will try and rein that in. These probably going here, right? Nope, that's fine. They're going in there now. Typically... Yes, we've got these, so that means that goes in there, that means that goes in there. I think we go all the way up to the plush with these. I mean, obviously not the wall decoration, but, you know, yep, I was right on those. Get our wall decoration in here. We got new plushies in. That's the way we like to see it. But I hope everyone's week has been going okay. I know that I, of course, am not around as much over here on the TikTok side. And you're trying to dig out of the museum. Ooh, Heather, that is... Oh... you gotta, like, take some screenshots. Send those to me when you get it done. Oh, that is more than I am willing to do. Thank you for the heart me, Heather. I appreciate you so much. I do. Okay. You got to take some screenshots of that and shoot them over, because I want to see what that is. Oh, and thank you so much for the lightning bolts. If they're named something else, I don't know. That's what I'm calling them, because they look like lightning bolts. So much of that crap. Oh my goodness. We also have... I still haven't found a tail for the dang Aerodactyl. And at this point, I don't think I will. It's gonna happen. I mean, worst comes to worst is I find some island out there, take a picture of it, and just print a tail, because that's how that's supposed to work. And what we are gonna do is we are gonna start. I know we have to do some. Ooh, we'll just keep these. We're gonna head to a random island, because it doesn't matter what island I go to for all of this. We're gonna go to a random island and start picking some... I just saw you. Where are you? There you are. You know what? This is actually a component as well. We'll go and throw that in there. So we will find... we're just gonna, like, pillage it of as much of its... of course, we're gonna grab this stuff. We always grab the items that are there, you know, the Poke Metal, and then we're gonna pillage it of as much of its plants as we can, so we can have lots of options for our nature center. I got paint on me. I need to get paint in there. We're not gonna do the tomatoes, so we can throw those away. We have those for lights. That's the thing I was meaning to put away, was lights. And we've got some house stuff with these windows. You know, it's really good to have your storage organized, but it's really bad if your brain doesn't work to get it going where it needs to be. I'm just putting that out there. Like, if your brain's not like connecting, like everything else should be, it's tough. We're having fun. We're having fun. We're doing good. I'm gonna put these back here because they're technically for environmental things, and I think that'll fit well. Also, I'm just gonna be like these lost relics. I'm just gonna like collect them and not do anything with them until I absolutely like maybe. Oh no, because that's not how that shop works. No, because we're coming up soon to the Sableye event. What is it, like next week, week after, something like that? And we'll be able to build. We'll get some like park and picnic things, so we can take that time to maybe upgrade some of the stuff we have for camping. It's camping. Hoppip was picnics. Camping. We can make a campground later. Oh, that'll be cool. Again, excuse my my brain. Excuse my brain. Thanks for the likes on TikTok, guys. You guys really rock. I haven't even put my headset on yet. What the heck is wrong with me? There we go. All right. Last little thing. These both go in here because I don't need to hold on to them. We're going to keep the sleep mask. Oh, should have seen that before. Let's get you put away. Star piece. We just keep on us because what's the point? Those lights go in there because... Should they have, or do I have them here? No, they went in the right place. We're good. We're good. We're good. Oh god, yeah, you're really cruising that cruising those up here. Appreciate you. And hey, maybe I should actually start looking at some of this stuff because it's on my phone. But Heather, you reached level 4 of the fan club. That's awesome. That's fantastic. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm old. I don't watch things, and it doesn't show up on my PC. It's fine. We're good. I'm not unhinged. I'm unhinged. I'm not even going to try and blame anyone else. Do I have a minute? I don't remember. No, those are my berries. You can't have them right now. Let's go to a random island. Let's go. And again, for those who don't know me, those that are coming in, my town is beautiful. Thank you so much, Heather. I appreciate you very much. But for those of you who don't know me, I'm Elfington. You may call me Elf. My model has the background. I am a storyteller and a keeper of names, and I tell stories of the names that I happen to take over on Irium, Monday through Thursday. But I like playing my games over here, because I gotta turn my brain off. And forget to press buttons to continue on. Hey, we're going to be going into a little bit of a cutscene here. We're loading into a new area. What I like to say here is go ahead and grab yourself a beverage of choice. It is the weekend, so, you know, I can't blame you if you choose something a little bit harder, but I am going to go ahead and use a water. That's a lie. I have a soda in my hand. I'm going to use a soda because I need the caffeine. I'm going to take a drink. You should take a drink as well. Check your posture. Make sure you're taking care of yourself because, of course, you are the most important thing for being here. Then, Heather, this might just be my brain going a little weird. Do you have a new profile picture? Or am I just crazy? I could be crazy. We've seen me tonight. If you hit A, will drift you. Yeah, you do cute things. You do. I was too busy yapping. I was way too busy yapping. But yes, I normally do have him do the little fun things. That's not what I wanted to do. What are you doing? Get off of that. Get off of that. You were supposed to pick this up. Get your wooden table. But yes, Kree, I do know that you can do that. It's very cute to do those things in the transition scenes. But thank you so much for joining me tonight. I do appreciate you, of course. And I do see that you're throwing those likes in there too, which is so very helpful. Helps get me out there to new people for this very unhinged brain thing going on here tonight. We're gonna get all of our various things. I think what it means is I've gotten every recipe I can from this, because it's always Pokemetal ingots now. It's your favorite little thing during the cutscenes. It's so stupidly cute. Oh, we got flowers. On a plain table. Slender candle. I didn't mean that. That sounded wrong. Gravestone. I already have a graveyard built up. Something we will be doing a little bit later, and something we do every time we do stream Pokemon Pokopia, is after we are done with our initial build for the evening, we will go do a tour of all of the builds that we have done so far on the islands. I tend to stream only either the Pallet Town area or Dream Islands, simply because I do want to try and avoid spoilers where possible. There's no longer any chance of a spoiler outside of maybe like an outfit or something from the Dream Islands. I've gotten pretty much everything I can from these guys, and it's now just purely for gathering resources. And of course, make sure you do utilize your Dream Islands to their fullest capability. Unlike me, who is just walking by so much delicious, delicious stuff here. Huh. I didn't know this could spawn here. The important thing, though, is there's no one here. So you don't have to worry. I didn't know this area could spawn if I already got the guy. I got the little guy that's here, and we're good. But as we're kind of going through this, and this will take me a little bit of time to gather, because I do think I want to grab some of these here blocks from this area. If you have a favorite Pokemon, I'd like to know what your favorite Pokemon are. Everyone's got some favorite Pokemon, and every Pokemon is someone's favorite. And I really like hearing the unique Pokemon a lot of people have, or if it's not, it's, something a little more mainstream, that's very cool too. Raichu. We love Raichu. Raichu doesn't get enough attention. He got those, they got those really cool, Mega Evolutions. That's the words I was looking for. They got the really cool Mega Evolutions with the Raichu X and Y, which are very cute. You have a shiny Raichu tattoo. He's so cute. Oh, I love that. I love that. Alolan Raichu is one of my favorites, but my absolute favorite Pokemon is Whimsicott. Whimsicott is just a little guy, and I love little guys. It was only recently that I learned that the Japanese name for my little guy is Elfun, which just kind of solidified him being my favorite even more. One would think I would have looked that up previously, but no, I did not. Well, me being Elfington, and oh, not today it didn't. Yeah, I've got a little stuffed Whimsicott on my shelf. I want to what's this build? This build is a spoiler, Jahira. It's available on the Dream Islands. This one is specifically available on the Eevee. If you use the Eevee doll to get to a Dream Island, it is here that you will find a special guy or gal. I guess these ones are technically genderless, but that's enough of a spoiler for that portion. No, I need a steak. Give me steak. Nom nom nom. I just want all this ice. For no reason whatsoever. I don't even need it. I just want it. It's not even useful for the build, it just happened to be here. But this is just a little altar that you can get. Patterned aged stone wall. Oh, I got the recipe for that recently. I didn't realize I hadn't picked any of it up before, though. That's neat. Yeah, there's so much more there, but I don't care. So we're just gonna go find the other cave, pick up whatever happens to be in there, and then we'll start pillaging trees and flowers. Right. Magnet Rise. But it's good to see you again, Jahira. Clearly you're not here yet. That's fine. That's fine. My favorite evolution is Sylveon. I have a type. I strangely like the Fae and the Fairy. My favorite form of mythology is the Celtic. Yours too? That's awesome, Kree. As soon as it was announced, I'm like, yep, that speaks to me. That speaks to me. My builds are good. Well, thank you, thank you. I know that, like, I put work into my builds. I do limit myself on the builds, so they don't necessarily go maybe as hard as some of the other builds that are out there, but they are in many instances very large and can be a lot of fun to make. And I don't want any of those items. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna go pick up some trees. I don't care what kind of trees they are. You like Umbreon? Umbreon is very good too. Umbreon is one of my daughter's two favorites. She loves Umbreon and Espeon, which makes us really, really sad because when we were in Japan last June, there was a very cute and very soft Espeon plush that was at the Kyoto Pokemon Center that we thought about picking up for her but didn't because she was still a little bit young for it. She didn't have like solidified favorites. But of course, within the last year or so, she's been watching us and everything, and yeah, she's so good. Umbreon's Chill AF, yeah. The sleeping Umbreon plush is so cute. Getting, like, the only sleeping Pokemon that I can find are Pikachu, Eevee, Charmander, and Snorlax. And of course, the one time, and I didn't find the Snorlax, my wife found the Snorlax, and she came home, she's like, I didn't think you'd like that one. I'm like, are you kidding me? That would be so awesome to have. There's a legit ordered online, and they canceled it? No! Oh no! That's unfortunate. I'm so sorry to hear that. No, we're not undoing this transformation. We are continuing to eat this tree. We are doing deforestation and pointing at nothing when we try and pick up a tree. You have the sleepy Jolteon. You're just missing Jolteon and Espeon. Nice, nice. I'd be big mad too. There's something I had on order for it would have been 2.5 years. And it came to the point where they had to adjust my payment settings because my card was expiring, because, you know, it's been 2.5 years since I had ordered it. And I go to update it. They shipped me one thing that apparently they just hadn't shipped out for whatever reason. The other one they canceled on me. Because I am one of my favorite manga groups for the longest time has been Clamp. Clamp has such amazing character design, such amazing stories. That's your Card Captor Sakura. That is your Holic, Magic Knight Rayearth, those kinds of things. Very good manga group. I love those ladies so much. And one of my favorite series that unfortunately is never going to be finished due to what was the social. There was a series of stabbings that happened around the time. Is X 1999. That is one of my favorite manga series that I was reading as it was being published. I didn't have all of it, but I realized that they were releasing the 3-in-1 volumes, and I kept seeing that, well, to get volume 1, I would have to pay like, you know, $200 for it because I had missed the initial printing of it. Well, they had a second printing, and this place had it on order. They had it available for order, so I ordered it. They send me all the volumes except for that one and the third of the threes. It doesn't bother me too much, but the one thing is I have volumes 1 through 3 normally. Yeah, a $20 manga costing $200 in the aftermarket. I'm not gonna pay for that. And I whenever I go to any kind of bookstore, manga store, I check for it just in case. I know it's not going to be there, but I look for it. But I have the first 3 volumes, so I have at this point now all of the manga that's been released in, or that's been made for it, that's been published at least. And the big issue I have with the volumes that I have, though, is that's back when they believed that, you know, us dumb Americans, we couldn't possibly read right to left. That's a silly thing that we would never be able to do. So they mirrored it and published it so it was left to right. So I have like 6 of the volumes I have are only the left to right. When I would like to have it all in the right to left, and that's, you know, that might be silly. I don't think it's silly. I think that it is an appropriate desire. But, you know, we got to deal with what we got to deal with. And it'll be fine. Let's kind of go up to here. And back over here. We'll just kind of cut off over here. And truly, like, I understand. My desire, it's not a silly desire. You want your physical media in the way that you want your physical media. And I don't think that I'm asking too much for that. I am asking for a time machine, though, so I can go back to when they are actually publishing them, so I could just pick it up like a regular person would have. Instead of paying just a terrible amount of money. Yeah, right? It makes sense. We want what we want. Give me a time machine so I can go get the media that I want. I won't even do it for resale. Just give it to me so I can have the things that make me happy. I think I need to go grab some water for this ground over here. Let's go do that real quick. We'll grab these little sparkly things first, though. Then we'll be okay. Over 3,800 likes, my guys. Thank you so much. Oh, it does mean a lot to have you guys here, though, and I'm so happy you're being nice and chatty about. Ooh, something good. We're getting a recipe. Hopefully, it's not a wall or a floor. Chic table. We got the recipe for the chic table. Let's go. I like that I am still getting some things this way, but I'm never. I don't think ever gonna get the iron plating that they use for the ships, which I've resigned myself to. Hey, I was gonna grab some water. How about you actually grab that water you were talking about a moment ago? There you go. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Okay. So I just want to, pardon me, I'm just going to drown a few things here real quick. Then we'll suck up the water. Yeah. But I suppose, just in my desire to share the things that I like with people, Magic Knight Rayearth is going to get a new adaptation. Again, as I said, Clamp is one of my favorite manga groups, and they do such a wonderful job with all their stories. So, you know, take a look at it. You did this trick on your shared island with your bestie, and he thought he thought you were creating water world. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. That's fantastic. All right. Well, now we can go ahead and do our Magnemite replace. So using Magnet Rise to take your field grass, and not that. don't want to replace more than what I see, though, so we're just going to do it like that. Go around the outside. There we go. Now we can just fill in the rest. But using that trick to hydrate just land in general is so good. When do you get this ability? Trying to build without it, it's a pain in the butt. There's a quest that you almost certainly have in your Pokedex. Why am I eating berries? That's not the right thing to eat for this. We need to eat. I should have done bread, but it's fine. I've got a whole bunch of carrots on me. We'll just eat one carrot. We're not going to undo the transformation. But you almost certainly have exactly what you need for this, or exactly the quest you need to be able to find the Magnemite to learn this. It's just a matter of getting all the stuff for the quest. It's a very obvious quest to do, and it's probably... I feel like I might have said enough to identify... Like, if you're through the first area, you probably have a quest for that first area. So I think I've said enough to give you the hint without doing too much in the spoilery department. Okay, so we now have this area flattened out a little bit more. I'm thinking entrance-wise, I need to pave over this. Just because I need to create a space over here. And hey, this might be a tail. This is a tail. I'll be so happy. Oh, it's just the armor fossil. That's too bad. It's probably the one you haven't done because you needed... You need to do... There's some things you need to do with energy. That's absolutely correct. And another hint is it really makes you feel like an old-fashioned Pokemon trainer from the Kanto region. That's another hint. A little tedious. It's a little tedious. Okay. So I'm thinking if we do it this way, we will kind of go around, because we don't want people going in front of the gated community here. The Eevees need their privacy. So I think our entrance should be, like, over here. Then... let's do it this way. Frustrated because you've yet to get sprinklers, so you have to build watering beds. So, I like them both weightlessy. However, always remember, if you don't have something, these only cost 1 Pokemetal. If you just come in here, you bring up your camera, you press your Y, and you look at it, it says sprinkler on the screen. Take a picture, go to your 3D printer, and make them. And it's just so easy from that point. So very easy to get it from that point. But, like, there's nothing wrong with the watering beds either. Here in my greenhouse, I've got watering beds around it. Because I didn't want the sprinklers going. Or, you know, I also have a sprinkler up there, because I felt like it. Not everything I do with a purpose. Although that one was kind of with a purpose. We're just gonna go with it. But it's good to see you, Lizzie. How are you doing this evening? We're glad to have you here. And of course, for anyone else who is around and new, I, of course, am Elfington. You may call me Elf. I am a storyteller and a keeper of names. That is what I at least tell myself. I tell stories of names I have helped to trade over the many years. And other than that, I am I am a guy who likes to play his Pokemon games because I like to play my Pokemon games. I think I still have paint on me. Doing all right? Just got back from the gym and dinner, debating if you want to play Pokopia. Hey, this is a great game to co-play. I'm not saying you got to, but it's a good co-play game. What will make... Ooh... I'm thinking... So this is going to go back to... I went to... this was in 2016. My wife's grandmother was from Australia. She moved over here and is playing while watching the stream. Well, I appreciate that. It's, as I said, it's such a great game to co-play, Heather. It is a very good game to co-play. But I just came into my head here. So, like I said, my wife's grandmother was from Australia. She moved over here just after World War II to marry my wife's grandfather. But because of that, we have some family that is over in Australia. I am doing great. I am fighting a migraine, so I've got some caffeine on me, and it's just causing a little bit of verbal diarrhea right now. But that's okay. That actually, I think, might make it a little more entertaining. Anyway, so we have a lot of family over in Australia. In 2016, my wife and I, along with her parents, went over to Australia for a wedding. We had the opportunity. I had much vacations saved up. So we took 2 weeks and stayed in Australia. I'm taking a drink here, otherwise I'd be moving and trying to do something. There we go. So, so we took our time and went over to see family in Australia. And one of the things we did while we were there, while we were in Brisbane, we took a day trip out to an Australian rainforest, which was beautiful. They also had like a treetop thing out there that I think was fantastic. I loved it. But I'm thinking now, as I'm kind of thinking of the space that we've got there, of doing. They didn't have trails through the rainforest. They had walkways. They had little raised walkways. So if I grab these, which I just realized that is not enough, we're gonna build some more of those. We can kind of mirror that walkway through that rainforest. Let's just go with, what, 200? 200 sound good. And I need to stop by and talk to Scissor, because we need to create some lumber for a quest tonight. I also need to plant just like a flower nearby, so Hoppip can just like make it grow. Then there's probably some other things I need to do. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Is talking to people one of them? How you doing? Nope, talking isn't one of them. Hey, but Scissor's out. Hoppip's out. Hey, Hoppip. Care to... I don't know... We'll do a couple of flowers over here. There you go. Do your magic, unless you don't do grow. You might not do grow. I don't remember. But yeah, so we're doing good. We're having fun. Oh, thank you so much. Is that a butterfly? Again, I'm sorry, I'm old. This thing is tiny. Maybe it shows it better over here. Hello, Diggory. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. Of course it doesn't show me over here. That's fine. Trying to find something fairy-like. Well, I appreciate you, Jahira. Again, for those who don't know, I'm Elfington. You can call me Elf. I'm a storyteller and a keeper of names, and I do like all things mythology and fairy and fae, that kind of thing. Got some lumber. Cool. Lizzie, thank you so much. Lizzie the Lovebug, thank you for following. Welcome to the forest. We're so happy to have you here. May I have your name? I'm kidding. It doesn't work over the internet. Hey, look at this. Have I read Akotar or... I have not read Akotar, and I don't know the... My wife has read the first 2 books of Akotar. So I have them, I just haven't read them yet. And I don't know what TOG... Throne of Glass. I've not read Throne of Glass. Thank you for that, though. Right now... So what I've been going through is a new translation of the Odyssey, because of course I am. and I've been also going through collections of short stories dealing with Celtic and Egyptian mythologies. So those have been what I've been reading mostly, and then as I also have a listening thing because my brain don't work right all the time. So I've been listening to Project Hail Mary, which has been just fantastic. I want to finish that before I actually go see the movie. But do I know anything about Throne of Glass? I don't think I know anything about Throne of Glass. How old is that series? Oh, it's another Sarah J. Maas one. Okay, got it. Read Project Hail Mary last year and saw the movie in 40x. Oh my goodness, that would be a blast. Little jealous there. Heck yeah. So I said, well, we're going to go ahead and do... Because tonight's big build, of course, is our nature center. So we're going to make a little entrance. I think we'll go ahead and just make the entrance maybe a little central. So we'll just kind of have a 3 down into the area. We will have... I think a 3 up to our little catwalk area that will go around. I want to say I just well, I'm a non-spoiler kind of guy, so I'm just not going to say anything. I think I want to kind of go up to here-ish, and then we are going to... Everything that's not covered by a walkway is going to have a plant of some sort on it. So I want to try and keep as much of the flowers up as I can, just because it'll be easier for that. But I've got about 2 hours left in the audiobook for Project Hail Mary. I had intended to finish it today as I was working, but I just didn't have the opportunity to. Which again is absolutely fine. We're good. But I did get a lot of the way through what we had for it. You want your reread to be the audiobook? The narrator does a very good job. I am very pleased with the audiobook version of it. So we want to... Here. Let's get back to our walkway. So let's go ahead and do it. Like this. This is my Pallet Town Diggory. I try to avoid any kind of spoilers. Not that there's, a ton of spoilers in this game, but there are enough that people would be and should be upset if they learn things that they didn't intend to. Hey, this is too wide. What am I doing? That's too wide. We want to get this to be a 2-way around. We just want 3 on the entrance, so there's enough for people to get kind of back through. Oh, that actually makes this work then. Pardon me, my brain's going a little weird. Oh god, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yes. Oh, I can do this real quick. I'm gonna once my big build, which is this this nature walk, is done tonight, I will do a full preview or a full walkthrough of all the big builds we've done. But this is one of the fun things that I did first, which is a gated community for the Eevee and the Eeveelutions. Been enjoying the game, but you're not really creative when it comes to building. You enjoy seeing? Hey, that's absolutely fine, Jahira. And who knows? Maybe you'll get inspired by watching me or someone else. But this is a gated community. Each Eeveelution has their own home. This one is for Leafeon. Leafeon has a lot of flowers near their home. And let's plant another one here. See if you'll do something with that. Yeah, what's up? You gonna give me something? Logs. It's big. It's heavy. It's wood. It's log. It's log. It's better than bad. It's good. But yes, we got Leafeon, Umbreon, Espeon, Sylveon, a thing in the ground. Hang on. Also, fill your divots. Fill your divots, you absolute monsters. Fill them up. Anyway, Sylveon, Eevee, Glaceon, Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon. These are what we've got. Your Ripples stopped giving recipes. Oh no! My Ripples still give me recipes. I can't get any recipes on my Dream Islands, though. I've gotten all the ones that I can get there. I've got to be getting close, though, on those Ripples. I've got to be getting close. But yeah, I like it. We got the streetlights there. I want to do more decoration with it. Over there's the mansion where I live. Again, you can only do so much in 2 hours. But I enjoy what I've been able to do. And I think giving me a limit of 2 hours, because you'll see people, they'll spend multiple days, you know, they'll get things going and they'll get them nice and big. And I think that is awesome. But I think doing a 2-hour limitation on my builds... That's not what I want. Well, actually, no. That'll be fine. I was thinking, well, we've been pushing them all out like that. No, we haven't. And we also can go short on them. And walking through trees does not pose a problem. Because we can just consider that an overgrown portion of our nature walk. This build, I feel, is going to be kind of quick tonight. Which, again, fine. I don't mind it being a fast build. Do I do 2 hours a day? I usually do more than 2 hours. Because my brain is what it is. I often get distracted, like I just did there, trying to think of what word would mean distracted. But yeah, we do. I limit myself to at least I say it's 2 hours. Sometimes it's a little less. Sometimes it's a little more. I limit it really to one stream, which I stream right now. I'm streaming gaming. Friday, Saturday, Sunday at 9 p.m. Central Time. And I have a daughter, so I need to make sure that, you know, awake for taking care of human being. So we end up and we usually just so it won't let me. Good. I was curious about that because I knew it wasn't on it, but like what else would it do for us? Yes, I know, I have so many of those on me. We're going to plant a variety of trees. By variety, I mean like 3 different types, and most of them are going to look the same. The idea behind this nature center, though, is we are building it so it is blocking the Eevee's view of the volcano. Because, you know, they're prissy about that. And, you know, rightfully so. They paid good money for that gated community. If Eevee's had a concept of money. I'm liking how this is coming out, though. It's working quite well. But what I do the rest of the time, because I stream 7 days a week. I stream every single day, 9 p.m. Central Time right now. Part of that is because I do have an agreement with the VTubing application Irium. They're the ones who provided me my model, and I have been enjoying my time streaming over there. But I do. It's not a screen sharing kind of application, so I decided to take one of my hobbies, which is writing short stories. I mean, just writing in general. Writing short stories is just what I happen to do. But using that as an outlet to share the writing that I do. So when I'm not gaming, I'm over there doing that at 9 p.m. Central Time. Yeah. 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 So we've got that out. We should have, like, I need to remember, throw sign. But we're going to do our trees first. And boy, do we have some trees. That's a lot of seeds. I should go check and see if I have full-grown trees. I should also get my various quest rewards that have definitely happened and figure out what that last quest is, because my brain don't remember. We're good, though. We're good. We're over 9,000 likes tonight. Again, thank you guys so much. You're doing so good. Oh, Dana, I'm so sorry. Again, brain not working properly. I missed your message completely. Diggory, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the forest. Glad to have you here. May I have your name? That's a joke. You can't give it to me over the internet. It's fine. But Dana, we can go inside of one of the houses here, which we'll do here in a moment. You may not be here anymore because, of course, I ignored you completely, like an idiot. But you know, if you happen to be here, I will definitely go into one of those here in a moment. I was gonna go check for trees. Trees is what I was looking for. Go in Sylveon's? I can go into Sylveon's. I can tell you, they're all decorated exactly the same. I haven't done much more for decoration because, again, the time limits that I put on myself. But I will do something more with them in the future. Okay, I don't have any full-grown. I must have planted all of the full-grown trees. Which, again, big deal. That doesn't matter to me. We can plant them and bring someone over to get the sprouts up. But yes, let's go over to one of the Pokeball homes, and we'll get in there. I hate when I miss things. It makes me feel the worst. Let's face it, that's something that just happens. It's fine though. As we're going, I'm gonna see if I can remember my. Because again, brain not working, and I'm not good at memorizing things, just kind of in general. But I'm gonna see how much of my introductory poem I remember. So names are special things. There was a traveler once who traveled too far between the trees, and as they were going, oh yeah, I did do something special. I gave him a little Eevee plush. Hello, Sylveon. But they all like cute things, so I gave them cute things. And because I came in here, you ate the stupid thing I had on the plate to make you happier. Have another one. It's pink, like you are. But they're very cute inside. It's not a lot of space to do decoration, and you can't put anything on the walls, but I do like them. Let's see here. Where was I? As they got lost in the forest, it asked them, "Who are you?" And they answered them. You know, just like that. Freely. And at that point, the forest would never leave them alone again. The forest would follow them. The forest would whisper to them. The forest would listen to them. And of course, that makes things here a bit dangerous. Wouldn't it? Because you can call me Elf. But the name I came here with, well, that one stays in the forest. That is not even close to what my short poem is, but it's kind of close. Like, the general hits are the same. But I make a whole bunch of stories, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting the stories out into just various... or I'm going to put them into PDFs and throw them out on... I don't know if I would do like a Substack or if I would just like throw up a blog form or something. I'm also planning... I am looking for an artist to give me some just general illustrations related to it all. I'm about to go spend way too many rare metal ingots. Give me a moment, please. I need Pine trees. And for that, I'm going to need to come over here and take a picture of a pine tree. Wait, do I have a picture of a pine tree? I need to check and see if I have a picture of a pine tree first. Because sometimes you do. Sometimes you have the picture of the thing you're looking for and you just don't realize it, so... Here's a picture of my wife and I on my boardwalk. So, references. That's what we're looking for. The references. I do not have a reference. No, I do not have a reference for that. Okay, well, we're good. We're good. We got it. We got it. But if you guys are interested in any of the stories that I have made, once we're finished tonight, I might go ahead and tell you some of them, because I do have a lot of fun telling those stories. I spend a lot of time writing them, and the people who have listened to them, at least so far, many of them being lore enthusiasts, have seemed to really enjoy them. All right, bring out camera. Change camera to a pointy tree. That's kind of a perfect name for it, because it is, in fact, pointy tree. That's my boardwalk over there. Again, once we're finished tonight, we will also do a full tour of my pallet town. Because I could have just gone and done some lappers swimming across and would have been just way faster, but, you know, we do what we do. It's fine. Gives me thinking time. We're over 10,000 likes, guys? Thank you so much. Remember to hydrate yourself, check your posture, and make sure that you are, of course, taking care of yourself, because you are the most important part of things here. More important than game, more important than me, more important than wanting to watch. If you are not taking care of yourself, you really should be. Mentally, physically, however you want. I need my rare, because it's gonna take some rare Pokemon, Pokemetal ingots, and this may end up being like all of my rare Pokemetal. Yeah, I do not have a lot of rare Pokemetal. So we're gonna print, I don't know, let's print 40 trees out. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt so bad. But otherwise, I'm just holding on to all these Pokemetal ingots for nothing. And that's dumb. I shouldn't do that. Did I pick up my quests / check what my other quest was? What up, Tatsugiri? I'm gonna buy that Pokemetal from you. 1,000 for that? Well, lucky you. I've got this armor fossil, which is worth 1,000. Yep. Yeah, let's make 40. We'll make 40 pointy trees. And we'll see how that ends up looking. Didn't realize we had gotten through so many of them at that point. But again, perfectly okay. I want to kind of keep the center a little bit open. Because I do want to maybe put a picnic or... I tell you what, I'm going to keep the center open for a little camping area. Because that sounds cute. That sounds very cute to do. Did the Dream Island I went to have pointy trees to steal? It did not, Kree. Because I just went to a random one, and it took me to the EV one. And you need to go to one of the, either Clefairy or Arcanine. I think both have the pointy trees. But at least this time we now just have the full-on pointy tree. Has there been any updates since launch? So they have done updates. They haven't been anything like significant, Jay. They have done some events as well. They did a They did an event with the Hoppip line, so you could get all of the Hoppip, Skip Loom, and Jump Fluff. How many trees we got? We got 19 trees left. We got so many trees. I don't know what I was worried about. Yeah, the April Fool's one as well, and they're gonna have another one here at the end of the month with Sableye, which I think is very cool. The one with Sableye is going to involve camping. Yeah, they haven't added anything yet. The game's still kind of new, so I'm not surprised they haven't done much to add anything into it yet. But yeah, what we can do here is we'll leave this open, and we'll have... We can make a camp area right over here. I think will work out quite well. And we used all 40 trees we printed. Let's go. Molly, thank you so much for sharing the live. That does help out a lot. I really appreciate you. You guys are crazy tonight. And I do appreciate that. I really do. But what we can do here... I don't have the full trees, but we can. Let's do the ones that don't just spawn everywhere normally. So we can throw a few fruit trees here and there. I know this is going to crowd it a little bit, but crowding it is kind of okay. Crowding it is not a problem with me. Let's go ahead and throw you up here. Throw you back here. One of you down here. That's all of those ones. Have I tried building a tent yet? You saw someone did it on Facebook. There's a recipe for pieces. I do have the pieces for the recipe. Yes. But I'm excited to see because it looks like there's going to be if I was reading things correctly, there should be an actual, like a hut that is a tent. So I'm looking forward to trying to potentially build that in this area. But I do have the pieces. So yes, I could do that if I so desired. So we'll go through you here. You here. And now it's all about... I'm going to keep this area open. And we may end up, like, moving those flowers a little bit. But as we kind of get back in here... let's just hide something back here. There we go. You never know. You never know there's someone buried in the forest. Nah, I'm kidding. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's take pretty much all of the flowers that we have. Because these ones are different colors. We're going to go and plant those ones like so. We don't need that one. We don't need that one. That's fine. We'll be okay. Let's... Lots of flowers, lots of flower seeds. We're just going to go ahead and throw these just kind of in random places. And then we're just going to fill it with a whole bunch of grass. We're going to use leafage like it's freaking... like it owes us money, is the plan here. And we'll, yeah. Yeah. Let's put some of these ones on the inside over here. So I've only got one of these left, so let's go ahead and throw that right down here. We've got then elegant flower seeds, so we can put some of those out there. And again, guys, I do want to thank you so much for joining me. It does mean a lot to have you guys here. And I hope that this is at least semi-entertaining. We are stream of consciousness tonight as we build our nature walk. Originally it was to be nature center, but you know, we do what we do. I modify the results as I see fit. And lots of flowers planted in through here. Oh, I actually used all those. This. Is that all of the flower seeds? Yes. So now let's just plant flowers. Got so many of these things. I suppose something I could do is make it like a little late for me to think about this, but I could have done a thing for yeah, I'm gonna take Leafeon through here, and we'll get this looking a little bit better with all of the stuff that needs to grow. No promises I catch it all though, because there's a lot that's gonna be. I picked up so many flowers last time I went to a Dream Island. We need a kind of like a... I think we'll do like a dirt path there should probably be okay. Some more flowers. Again, it doesn't matter if we kind of double up on flowers coming through here, because flowers growing next to one another, that's just a thing that happens. And kind of the random placement, I think, works well for what we're doing here. And, like, having just a few fruit trees, I think, does look nice, just with things all kind of mixed up a little bit here. Let's make one of these a flower habitat, just in case I want to move someone in here, even if it's just temporary. We got 8 more. We'll place them all. I don't need to save any of these. Then we'll come through here with leafage, as well as Leafeon. And we'll cover this with as much green as we can. The center area will be left uncut. Just because I feel like that is... okay. Oh, I almost did it bad. It was supposed to be on leafage and it went to cut. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of tree-shaded grass, aren't we? You know what? That's probably okay. And I'm just kind of doing what I can see over here. It might work out, it might not. But just making it a little more busy, I think, will work very nicely for what we're doing. It almost went to the wrong area. We might actually run through all of our leafage, which would be a first. Again, we're just trying to take as much of this as we can in these areas, but then we're getting to these areas where it's a little more open, and I feel more comfortable about just picking everything up. And speaking of picking everything up, let's go ahead and pick up that lepa berry. I can't believe we're going to run out of leafage. That is hilarious to me. I also did that in the wrong spot. That's fine. Oh no, the effects of my food have worn off. Whatever will I do? Seaweed salad. And full PP recovery. Okay, so this is, yeah, this build is kind of a take no time at all build. We'll do maybe a little more decoration in the center, and once the Sableye event starts, we can go back and add more of the campground stuff. I think that'll be fair for everything. Happy you did that to me. I do hate it when you have it, when you've got the powered up leafage like this, and you go to, you know, pull a whole bunch of stuff up. You walk up to the square you're going, you press your button, you hold it down, and then all of a sudden it chooses a different square. Not what I was going for. Boo. Pretty much like that. It does that. We don't like that. 11,000 likes tonight. Thank you so much. We're going to do our best to keep this area in the center here clear. And we're going to put down... because there are different, like, stepping stone type things that we can have. So we're going to try and throw some of that down. So much tree-shaded tall grass. I know about where we are and where we've started with the sides over here. And again, this might end up not helping at all for making it look better, but I think it will, so I'm just kind of going with it. Oh, that was flour there. That's fine. Okay, so we got leafage there. I want to try and fill in the side area over here. But I was thinking at one point, as I was going through this tonight, what if we made like a little clearing, like in Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past? You know, just have a little place for where the Master Sword could be. But I've already done that in Animal Crossing, so... eh. Alright, we are nearly done going through all of our leafage twice. Just over here. And here. Okay, let's take a stroll around and see how we're liking it so far. So we come into our little nature center here. It's like, oh, look at all this. We're gonna have trees that grow up there. I'm gonna bring Leafeon around to do stuff. We're like, oh yeah, we're walking through the forest. It looks great. You even have to walk through some trees to get where we're going. They're like, oh, we got ourselves a nice little area. We'll have a campfire in the middle here and do some campfire stuff. Then we come back up here, walk through, enjoy the nice view, kind of get a good view of the ocean off in the... Oh, hang on. I missed some things. I knew I would miss some things. Nope, Dragonite. So yeah, walking through. It's looking good. Maybe put some trees up there. I've got some fully grown fruits that I can just kind of pop up over here. Alright. Now back to our path. And walk back through here. And this is our path through our nature walk. And then we leave. Perfect. Alright. So, things we need. We need things for right here. Why don't we go ahead and grab this ordinary soil. By that I mean let's go ahead and do a magnet rise and grab that ordinary soil. And what we're going to do is we're going to have kind of the worn path in the middle, but we're still going to have things just kind of off to the side a little bit. Maybe like we have over here and over here. You know, because I'm number one. Didn't mean to do that. It's fine. Have a nice little... Again, we'll turn this into a bit of a campground. So we have some just soil down here because you don't want to start fires on anything. Anything that could potentially be not good. Oh, but like looking at it from a distance, I like the way that looks. That looks very nice. Heck yeah. Ignore my refrigerator up here on the pedestal. That is meant to be there, so we should grab a sign of some sort. So we'll take a look at our signs for the entrance. We need to build a campfire and I think maybe some just like log chairs to put around the campfire. We need some stepping stones, I think would be good. And we'll kind of go from there. What do you guys think of it so far? I think this one is coming together very quickly. And I like that it's coming together so quickly. Put some plushies around the fire. We could do that, Briss. We could definitely do that. So let's take a look. First, do I have a fire I can just grab? Let's grab this here lunchbox too, just so we have it. We can throw up a wooden... like a little picnic area off to the side, too. You're currently roasting marshmallows at a campfire right now. Jealous a little bit. So I just have the 2 plushes that are available at the moment. That I don't have a problem with. Ooh. We'll do the information board. The information board going into it I think will be fine. There was no campfire there. I doubt I'm going to have a campfire here. Yep, no campfire here. Anything else that looks like it would go good there? We have some paper party cups there. I think will be okay. That should be good. So let's, first things first, grab our outdoor and let's build our campfire. Like, we could do a bonfire in the middle, but I think a bonfire might be a little big for what we're going with. Let's then go... Is it here? I honestly don't remember. It is. Build 2 of these. 2 of these here stepping stones. And then... wooden path. Ooh, wooden path actually just might work better all around. Well, we'll try both, and I'll do wooden path at the entrance, and then maybe throw just like a couple things down for the stone stepping stones. That might work okay. Let's take a look at our tables and chairs. So for chairs, we'll do 2 log chairs. Just for funsies, can we try to build the tent? Just for funsies, we absolutely will try to build the tent. You asked so nicely that how could I refuse you? How could I refuse? I did get the wooden table, so we can build a couple of wooden tables, because this is a small table. If we build them side by side, it kind of makes a picnic table there. And then we can do... We got wooden stools. We'll use wooden stools for the picnic table, so we'll do a couple of those. We'll have 3 of these. You had trouble with the tent blocks. Excited to see the attempt. Well, we're going to see, and I don't know how much space I'm going to have for it, so I might... Because of that, I might move some other things away, but let's go ahead. For the purpose of a tent, we only need that. I don't need anything else for the tent itself, because we're going to make this kind of simple, which is okay. Simple is good. And we can do... What'll be kind of fun is we can do... Ooh. Let's do a grass flooring with it. I think that might work. So do grass flooring there. Then I need to pick up some of those for the picnic table. And we'll see how this all works out for us. What up, Chandelure? We have some new people in here, though. Question I asked earlier, but I would always love to hear. What is your favorite Pokemon, if you do feel like sharing? Because everyone has a favorite Pokemon, and every Pokemon is someone's favorite. And be it something basic, standard, nothing wrong with that, or if it is something a little unique, very cool too. I can tell you my favorite Pokemon is Whimsicott. I was so happy when he got introduced to Scarlet Violet in the DLC. And is just a goofy little guy, and I love him. He's just a goofy little guy who can do absolutely no wrong. Okay, so let's do it this way. I have no idea if this is going to work. Never mind, this is going to work perfectly. Then what we will do is not that. We want to go into the Magnet Rise. And we have a special grass flooring underneath. Yee. Eevee, Umbreon, and Leafeon. Your pet bunny looks just like Eevee. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that, Shahira. That's so sweet. So, a little miniature tent build. That's the thing you also have to remember. You don't have to go big with your builds. You don't have to go big to make it look like anything. My only complaint is I can't have a pole in the center of it, but, you know, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Let's go ahead and get these guys placed. Instead, I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, I think that'll work well there. Let's just go ahead for the sake of it. We can make this look a little irregular just by changing our positioning of things. That looks good to me. Let's sort things so I can actually find them. Alright. Our campfire first. I swear I'm not blind. I knew exactly where it was. We put our campfire there. We throw our 3 little bits of furniture out over here. Gives you enough room to actually squeeze in there. We can throw our substitute there. You know what? There we go. We got him sitting at the campfire. We'll now throw out our table. We can throw just kind of a table, I think, right over here. Is that too close? That's too close. I don't like that. In fact, really? Really, my guy? That's what we're doing here today? We're choosing violence? Okay, now we can go ahead and throw our table out over here. Our table there, we can get our chairs. Then throw a little lunchbox on this table and some cups over here. Oh, Jahira, well, thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate you. I hope you have yourself a wonderful night. We need now the sign that I picked up. There it is. Now we have a sign that goes into it. Let's grab Leafeon and Flareon. Flareon, you're only needed for one thing, but I do, in fact, need you. I tried to put things in each of their houses to make them feel a little more at home. Alright, Leafeon, get to work. Yeah, you got it. I think we're just going to kind of fill in this area over here as best we can. And we can let kind of the rest grow more a little more naturally. Because it's not like these trees are going to actually pop up for us. Oh, so Leafeon is so excited. This one right here should be a tree. Awesome, awesome. We got a few that we can grow over here. Hilly Jean, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the forest. We're so happy to have you here. May I have your name? I'm only kidding. You can't give it to me over the internet. I am Elfington, though. You can call me Elf. I am a storyteller and a keeper of names. And I tend to tell stories of the names that I have traded. There you go. Is that better? Alright, we're just gonna... You guys can go. We're good. We got things growing for the most part. This is our nature center that we have been working on today. And it is essentially done. It's like there's not a whole lot I can do for additional, anything additional, for like decorations, because there's not a lot of space. And I will come back through though and do more decoration once we hit the Sableye event. All right. We're so happy to have you guys here, though. 13,000, almost 14,000. Oh, never mind. 14,000 likes. You guys are mad. I appreciate you. We can have fun here, so... What are we thinking? Let's go and give it one more quick little walkthrough. Maybe we can put some additional... just like... wooden path, like right up to it. And we just kind of assume we're gonna have a space. Essentially have road come up over here, like cut off and go where it needs to from there. When we walk up to our nice little, hang on, let's do it the proper way. So we're gonna come up from over here. We have a nice little stroll, and oh, look at all this. We gotta go to the scary volcano. Or we can go over here where there's a nice little nature thing. Lots of cool trees. So we can, oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, we'll go nature preserve. Yeah. Go down here. Ooh, so much nature, so much nature. I bet these trees will look really great when they're fully grown. I'm just gonna kind of keep on going through here. Like, oh yeah, this looks very good. Very natural. Haha, take that, Leafeon. Yeah, we got some nice trees and some fruit trees are growing here. Maybe we can do a little bit of foraging, have some fun that way. Like coming here. Oh, look, we got ourselves a nice little campground in here. Oh, nice and got a picnic table. We got a tent. And oh, we're gonna sit here by the fire. This is how people sit with the fire, with it roaring at their back. I'm sure that doesn't get warm at all. Yeah, that's quite nice. You can even stand on the fire. For Ditto is fire retardant. Yeah, the tent roof, though, works very well as just a small little pup tent. He's warming his tootsies. Yeah. Well, Tushy. That's what you said, Tushy. And yeah, we're done with the camping, so we come back over here and we see a whole bunch of things. And like, oh, is there something special over there? Oh, interesting. So we can come back then over here, though. Just kind of see what we got going. Oh, can I see like a little oasis over there? There might be like a little oasis over there. Who knows what might be seeing? So, let's just kind of keep on going through here. So many beautiful trees just kind of popping up. Over here, like this. We can get to the campground from two sides. Very nice. We walk out, kind of through a tree, because, you know, sometimes they get a little overgrown, and that's okay. And then we walk out, and we're done with our little nature walk. Again, this was probably not a very complicated build for the night, but I think it is a very nice looking build. I like the way this turned out. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the nature walk here? So cute. Thank you. Yeah, I was looking like it worked out well for us. I'm gonna mute myself so I can blow my nose here real quick. I've been outside too much recently. I think the audio signal to the mic itself made the model's mouth open, which I think is kind of funny because I don't mute my mic. I mute the source in OBS. But that's fine. That's fine. We're good. We're very good here. I'm a big fan. So we can take this time to maybe fill stuff in a little bit. Get ourselves a path kind of planned out, maybe? Or we can do what I said we were going to do and start with a tour of my pallet town. So I feel people have been good and been wanting to see this. They've been very patient this evening. So my pallet town, we're going to go ahead and start off with my home, my darling home. It is a mansion. Not a lot of windows on this side, but if we go inside, we can see that it is all windows, floor to ceiling on the outside of the house. We don't need to see anything else. We might see the pores that way. That's the way rich people talk, right? But nice floor to ceiling windows. We got a nice little sitting area in here because, you know, Ditto always saw his master wanting to sit down places, and so, you know, his partner. Then we come back here. He heard his partner say once that the bedroom is where the magic happens, so this is where the magic happens. Ditto has no idea what that means, but bed comfy. Then coming out here, we got ourselves a nice little outdoor pool. Ditto doesn't know how to swim normally. He had to learn from Lapras, and at that point, he can only do it as Lapras. But then up we come, because of course all fancy homes need to have an elevator. And we come out, we're at a nice rooftop garden. I need to put some things in the planters here. Not a huge deal. We got lots of good seating here for a nice little rooftop garden. And then over here we have a little rooftop party area where you can get your tea, you can come sit down. You can definitely not trip over the big gap in the floor that's right here where this rug is. And that is what we have for our mansion. Next up, we already went over EV Acres, but we're going to go ahead and do that again for anyone who may be new here. We got EV Acres. This is the gated community where EV and all its evolutions live. So we come in here, and you can guess we got Leafy on here. Inside here, we've got Umbreon, then Espeon, and in here lives Sylveon. Eevee lives at the end. Then we have Glaceon, Flareon, Jolteon, and finally Vaporeon. Well, hello, Flareon. You made your way back. Very nice, very nice. Of course, we've done the tour of tonight's build, our nice nature center. But up next, of course, across from the nature center, we have a volcano. This volcano is not natural. You did the same for yours. They need to be spoiled, Chris. They need to be spoiled. But over here, we have ourselves our volcano. This is not natural to Pallet Town. There is no volcano biome in Pallet Town. I built this all from scratch. The ground is about, like, ground level's about here, and I just built it up to put the altar of fire on top. And we can see I got myself some nice lava lakes. Lava's heading over here. It goes all the way into the ocean. Because it's, you know, it's safe for lava to go into the ocean. We got it pouring out from all sides, though, because for some reason, putting a giant building on top seems to have clogged things. Who would have guessed that would happen? We have more coming out over here, and we see that it pours down nicely. Again, really like that. And since we've got nice volcanic region here, that means we got some sulfur around here, right? Which means sulfur should mean hot springs, and that is exactly what we have over here. We have a nice Japanese-style onsen. What you do is you come up here and you check in at the register, and then you go up to the boys, the girls side. I'm going to choose the girls side today because I never choose that. You come in here and you get naked because that's what you do. Or you get naked, you come over here, you admire your naked body in a full-length mirror because everyone absolutely loves to look at themselves naked in a mirror. Yep. But you get yourself clean, and then once you get yourself clean, you can come out here and actually... Chandelure, is this really the best place for you to be hanging out? Like, I'm not going to judge, but I'm also not going to save you. So, I mean, you come out here, and you got your hot spring, you got your hot water pumping in from that volcanic spring underground. And, of course, the boy side is exactly the same. From there, let's go ahead and take a look across the way. So here we've got a nice ropeway going over to our industrial park area. This is where business happens. So we come over here, we got a big old power plant. That is one of the kits you can get here. I'm not going to tell you much more about it, though. Strangely enough, no power is generated there, but it does exist. So we're just kind of leaving it like that. We then Have a couple of office buildings which were built. Because, you know, you need business, you have to have a place to do business. I'm probably going to redecorate these, but right here we got Charge-a-Bug and Vicavolt living there. And in here, we have living Metagross. Anywho, that's all we need to see for that area, though. There's not a whole lot more for that. Next, we're going to come over to where we have our build from last Sunday is, and this is our villain team hideout. Because every area needs to have some sort of villain team, right? Well, in this sort of situation, we went ahead and got Team Rocket moved into a replica of the Rust Syndicate's building from Legend ZA. I took some pictures of the building in Legend ZA and made this as best I could. Of course, it is not accurate, kind of at all, but it does look sort of similar. They got the big old kind of Zen garden out front. They have a couple of statues out front as well, and they have their logo up there. Well, we don't have a Rust Syndicate one, so we went ahead and did the Team Rocket one. You want to explore your city? You spend a week on it? You know, maybe after we're done with our little tour here. Down here we got ourselves a nice little bench area. Normally we would be flanked by Team Rust members, but of course, you know, no humans anymore, so it kind of is what it is. So we got Arcanine over here, working as the secretary, the receptionist sort of deal. But then we get into our elevator and we come up to where the boss is. This place, again, it's not a very big place, so we did this as best we could. We got a nice little sitting area. This is where Persian lives. We got the boss's desk, and this substitute is substituting for the boss. Nice little sitting area over here, and there's a battle area in Legend ZA, and so Ditto can't do much for that, but he could at least put down the sand that went in that little battle area. So we'll go ahead and leave and take a look at our next build in this area, which is going to be our bar slash music venue. So let's go ahead and head up over here. This is one of the bigger builds that we've done so far. I have been busy. I do right now every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I give myself a time limit of one stream and do a big build. There's only one exception to that, and we will get to that when we get to it. But here we've got our nice little bar venue. So we've got a line, because you always need to have a line to get into a bar for some reason, especially when there's music playing. Ditto doesn't quite understand it. But we come in here, and this is where our bouncer Electivire sits. We got a nice little arcade center over here. Here we have the fight up. Currently it is Pinsir versus Heracross. And over here, of course, is where the humans always seem to sit and get something. Ditto's not quite sure what goes on here, but he knows that humans like to read, so he put some books and CDs back here. Can you figure that's gonna be okay for what the humans will want when they come back? And, you know, you gotta have a place to talk and read, so we put down some tables and chairs. And over here, because, you know, you're gonna get thirsty in this kind of place, right? So I put up a vending machine for that kind of stuff. From here, we've got ourselves our nice little music venue. This is where the Toxtricity twins play their music. We got a nice dance floor and some seating off to the side. We got a CD player back here to actually, you know, play the music. Otherwise, it would just be the standard music, and I don't like that for this. That's what we got there. Well, another place that Ditto always really enjoyed visiting with his partner was a lighthouse. So we went ahead and built ourselves a big old lighthouse over here that that the humans could potentially use if they come back. So when you look up here, we do see there is some light that's shining out from the top. I couldn't find a really good way to do it the way that I wanted to, so this is just kind of a temporary measure until I figure maybe something better out. We come in here, and we got a nice big old pillar in the center. Got to support this whole thing after all, and we can go ahead and walk all the way up to the very tippy top of our lighthouse. Whew, this is very tall. Oh, I can't believe we went up all this way. And here we go. We got our nice little controls for the lights up top. We got some nice machines, our powers in the center and the pillar there. Then we climb up to go to the outside of the lighthouse, and we got ourselves just some glowing bricks in there with some spotlights pointing out. so that people can see, hey, there's land here. And that is what we have for this island. Let's go ahead and grab these real quick since I'm right here. Might as well. You never know. I might finally get the iron plating that I've been looking for. Got the warning wall. Great, great. Oh, more walls. Then sea glass. I'll take sea glass. Let's go ahead and eat real quick, just so we can head on over this way. We'll go over... We're going to end with the boardwalk and beach area, because that is the one that took me the longest to complete. Just going to do this so we can go up ever so slightly. Always remember, you can jump off of these. Makes it very good. Over here we have our orchard, including a big old tree house. We'll go inside the tree house here in just a moment. But here's where we have Skip Bloom and Jumpluff. They live together here in this little building next to the tree house, where we have Rowlet and Heracross living. We come up into here. We can see they have a nice little home set up. They got some nice little seating, a good clock, some books. We got the Rowlet clock up there. Nice little bed, and out here they have a little balcony. Because you have to have something like that to make it a home. Over here is our woodcutter's house. So this is where Hoppip and Scissor live. And over here is Venusaur's home, which is a bush. I'd go inside, but he's just kind of sitting there. Over here, this is where Snorlax and Munchlax live. That's a big old building for our museum. Our museum I don't like very much, and I will redo it. Here is our greenhouse, though. This is one of the ones we did as a build for our big builds. I feel that this one looks very nice. It's got a whole bunch of plants out. I do want to add a second floor to this, where we can have maybe a little more sitting in the greenhouse, but overall, we can get our different veggies here, and I think that looks quite nice. Next up is our museum. Again, I don't like the museum very much. I feel like I didn't plan it out well enough. So we will end up redoing this, but inside we just have all of the fossils that we have right now. Scissor, there you are. Give me my wood. Thank you. What I want to do is I want to rebuild the museum and make an exhibit for each fossil. So they'll still live at their exhibits, but they will hopefully be a little bit better for the rest of what they got. Alright, and then next up, we're going to come on down to our little shopping center here. Off to our left, we have a little store for our stuffies. I originally made this so we could have something for... that we could just come in here and say, hey, let's go to the Arcanine Island, and then Drifloon would take us off. But not enough space in there, and that's okay. We're good. Right now, I don't have anything specific I need, and if I do, I've got another setup on a different map to get to where I need to go. Take a quick drink. Across the way from that, though, we have our cafe. Inside of our cafe here, you can come up, grab what you're going to eat, and then pay, come grab yourself a drink, and come back and have a nice little seat. We need to do a whole bunch of decoration for this one, but for right now, I think that this place looks quite nice. When you're done, you can come out here and grab yourself a drink. And over here, we've got our open air market. This was a quick little build we did one night. But it's a nice place for the Pokemon to set up a little marketplace for themselves. It's a very cozy little place, and I do like the way that this turned out. Over here, this used to be my house, but I have it now set up to be, or I will set it up to be an information, a welcome booth. This is my storage area, just to give you guys an idea of what my storage itself looks like. We have our crafting bench over here, and it pulls from these closest four. It always pulls from the closest four storage inside of a place. So I just made sure that I have these with all the things that are necessary for building, or at least for the most part. And then I have frames on the edge of everything, so I know what is where. And then if we come behind this, we have our unfortunate graveyard, because, you know, not everything lasts forever. When we have our graveyard, we have an open grave, and there's a skull down there. Ah! When we come back here, this is where our gravekeeper Cubone lives with Ghastly, Haunter, and Marowak. It took a while to get Marowak, so for the longest time I had to beg for apologies prior to anything. Over here, this is just a nice little house I stole from one of the Dream Islands. We got some little guys living there. And we have a nice little picnic area over here. Next up, before we go to our boardwalk, we are going to take a quick peek up over here. We have a floating island that I built. And the floating island itself contains one of the kits. Again, spoiler reasons, I'm not going to say specifically what happens when you build this, but it's a nice area. It used to be all sand because that's what I built it as originally, but I have replaced it now. So it's all the green mossy rock, mystery stone, and ice. But now that we've got that, we're going to go ahead and take a look at our boardwalk area. First things first, we're going to take a look at our little fishing hut down here. It's a very cramped little hut. You can come out here and do some fishing, or you can go inside and not go anywhere because it's just so crowded in here. From here, we'll go ahead and head back. I'm going to turn this into a little festival area. I'm going to turn it into Burning Mon somehow. Oh, we got our last Tatsugiri. Let's go. Over here, we've got our beach. You know, volleyball, nice little workout area, lots of seating. Yeah. Oh, hey there. I'm searching for my captain. Have you seen anyone who looks kind of like me around here? Hmm? I hope we can meet up again. Feels so weird when my crew's not around. And this is the last of our Tatsugiri, the stretchy form. Tatsugiri, the mimicry Pokemon. It's one of the most intelligent dragon Pokemon. It camouflages itself by inflating its throat sac. And yeah, it's just trade and humid. That's fine. Hey, finding Pokemon 18 complete. We got a nice little bonfire area over here. I'm going to move like a fire Pokemon over here so they can just keep lighting it. And we set up some small rectangular rugs over here. We painted them with stripes so they look like towels. And we put some little stuffies on them. And of course, we got ourselves the lifeguard chairs with the spectator chair up there, because what else are they going to do but watch people drown? Once you're done at the beach, you can come over here and get yourself nice and washed off, because you always got yourself... They always have those showers at beaches, so you don't drag sand into the other areas. So we come on up here, and this is our actual boardwalk. We're going to start off with our dunk tank. You go ahead and grab yourself a berry, you throw it at the target over there, and hopefully you end up dunking whoever's sitting on the seat. Next up, we got teeny tiny arcade. We will get that... we're going to turn this into a... we're going to get another one of these soon. Over here we have a nice photo op area. We have a picture. Let me show it real quick. So, oh, thank you so much, Tater Paws. I appreciate it. I had a lot of fun. This is the only 2-day one, because I did the beach one day and I did this boardwalk the next day. But we have a nice little picture here. We have a picture here of my wife and I. She visited my pallet town and we had some fun. We took a picture here. I'm in the plus, she's in the minus. And of course, over here we have a giant claw machine. We have a pen acting as the joystick. And you can win yourself a Stuffy if you happen to come. Over here we have a bounce house that's using the Snorlax bed as the little trampoline section. Here you can get some fried food. Here you can get some berries or something to drink. And then, of course, the entire reason I built this boardwalk is so I can make a Ferris wheel on it. We'll start off just by kind of looking at it down here. We have, of course, the audio panel works well as a control panel for it. Come over here. You can get into your seats. You come, get in here, sit down. Oh, not that. We want to sit. This contains 2 crystal blocks, 2 iron grates. We have the iron scaffolding below us, the pop art couch, and then the iron fencing gate here makes up these. We have lots of brightly lit up things over here. Now let's go ahead and Magnemite. We can take a good look at the whole thing. Again, I am very proud of this, and I think that this came out fantastic. I'm very proud of my Ferris wheel, and a fun thing of note, I got the circle perfect the first time. Ain't no one expected me to do that. Also, we put the Pokemon lamps in here just to act as like the little axle here. You need one for your city? Hell yeah! Like the way I always say it is, don't compare what you build to what other people build. But if something you see inspires you to build something yourself, build it, improve upon it, do what you want with it, because this is all just ideas and sharing, and that's what we're here for. But that is my Pallet Town so far. Again, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we do one more big build. Hope your builds inspire. Well, you know, you invited me over, and I'm not against doing that right now since we got done kind of early tonight. We aren't even playing the same game. This is incredible. Hey, again, don't compare what you play to what I play. I also am missing 60 Pokemon here. So, you know, don't you worry. Don't you worry. I'm playing this to build. Other people play it to get everything. And that is okay. But if you want to open yourself up, Gojo Sensei, we can head over and take a look at what you've got. Again, normally I don't, but we got through with tonight's build very quickly, and we can get things going from there. Ooh, we also finished our other quest for tonight, so we can go ahead and get that turned in. Ooh, we got the yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for stopping by, Tater Pods. We appreciate you. Have a good night as well. Oop, wifey's playing. At 15,000 likes tonight, you guys rock. 15,000 likes. We got some very generous gifts. 138 views, 3 followers. You guys are doing great tonight. I appreciate you. Of course, for no reason whatsoever, I'm just sticking with the Nurse Joy outfit. Yes, what do you need? I will love to do a quiz. Here's the question. Who do you think is heavier, you or Umbreon? I'm gonna go with Umbreon. Now, something about you being a flying balloon. Alright, I will head over there in just a moment. I don't mind doing so. Okay. And I highly suggest whenever you do this, do not have this open for anyone to build on. Just a suggestion. Obviously, don't worry about it. I'm not going to do anything to your island if you have it set up that way. House interiors are not done, but they will be. Hey, that's all right. I have barely decorated the insides of my homes. It's all about the big stuff. And again, the limits that I put on myself to do a big build per stream. And if I will get to a point where I finish the build, it may not be complete, though. Nice, however, is both. Oh, connection is unstable. Well, we'll try our best, and if something happens, something happens. Alright, so we got ourselves some nice... Oh, what a cute little park you've got here. Very nice little playground. Something fun you can do is you can put ladder on the back of this, so you can climb up and go down the slide. It's very fun. Oh, very nice. You did a great job here. You really did. Like, I'm impressed. This is very nice. Good building over here. Nice, good bricks. Like I said, not a whole lot in here. Looks like, yeah, you got yourself a little party pizza room with camera. Oh yeah, a little party room. This is a little gaming corner up here. Looks very nice. Some berries. Yeah, I still need to do a lot of this kind of stuff to mine. The only finished interior is his. That's all right. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. I'll just kind of follow you around here. Kind of show me. You've got a lot of really big buildings, and that's great. Nice, like, you're turning this into a proper city, which is very cool. And you even thought about, like, blocking off the back alleys over there, which is very nice. I'm very impressed. Nice garden area here, too. Works out very well for you. You got your various fruit trees. I see you have trapped your Pokemon in there to do what they're gonna do. Nice farms. That doesn't bother me too much. I'm not gonna do that just because I don't need to do that. Yeah, it all looks very, very nice. Not a lot going over there, which is okay. Ooh, I like the design for this one. I know you said you haven't done a whole lot, but yeah, this looks very nice. It's gonna be kind of like maybe a cafe or like a restaurant or something. This design up here looks fantastic. I really like it. Yeah. No, you've done a good job of like you got good bones. Good bones. Very creative. And I said, oh. It didn't like the connection. It didn't like the connection. Apologies. Yeah, it's very good map planning. Lots of things can happen there. We can go ahead and try, we can try connecting to it one more time here. I mean, it'll either work or it won't, and we'll do what we do. Oh, destination cannot be found. Oh, needs a new code. Okay. Okay, so it did. I wasn't sure if it disconnected from your side or mine. Or if I've seen like most of what you wanted to show, that's fine too. If you don't want to go through it again, that's absolutely fine with me. Still more? All right. And yeah, if you want to open it up, I'll come over again. Nothing wrong with doing that. Okay, let's try this one. All right, head back over to see Riley. And again, for anyone who's jumping in here just to see, typically I don't have time to go to other people's islands. We finished very early tonight, so we're doing this. But if I ever do end early and you want to show me what you've built, by all means ask. I won't guarantee I'll say yes, but I do like seeing what other people do. Connection is unstable. Ooh. We might have to say no. You love island tours? Absolutely. Yeah, it's giving the unstable again. It might be a speed run. That's if it'll let it come through. This one, it might be on me though, which is a little weird because we're like literally right next to my modem here. We'll see what it does. It'll either let us in or it won't. Oh, there we go. All right, speed run. All right, I'm gonna follow you. Go, go, go. See, if we came over here, we saw all these guys. Ooh, we got some stuff built. We're building down over here. Oh, very nice. I like the big staircase here. That looks very good. Oh, big kind of storefront up here. I like it. I like it. No kind of kitchen-y area over here. Yeah. Spa. Spa makes sense. Spa make a lot of sense. I've got my hand in such a weird claw position to speed along here. Nice, nice. Oh, here's your kind of greenhousey area. Yours is much more in an organized state than mine is. I like mine in my nice controlled chaos, though. I like your waterfalls. I think that those are very good additions. Moving. Okay, yep, we've looked at these ones. That's about where we had disconnected. Yep, got your big old orchard, which looks very nice. There you go, that's what we got. Looks very good. Should be very proud of what you built here. I like it a lot. Yeah, that very good. Feel very proud of your accomplishment here. I like what you've done. You've got a nice Attack on Titan wall situation going on around you too. But we'll go ahead and get out of here before the connection drops again here. You're building a house for every follower you have. Nice, nice, nice. Very nice. Oh, yeah, I'll take your stamp. Why not? We'll go ahead and say get out of here before it decides it wants to disconnect us again. Not a huge deal. But yeah, thank you for showing me your island. And if I ever see you're doing something, I might jump in and say hi. On your island, you have Infinity Castle and Teen Titans Tower, but that's for another day. Fair enough. Fair enough. But I love seeing how other people interpret what they want to do for building. Like mine, obviously mine's not going to be as organized, because I pull everything up. Oh, you have a Costco too! Welcome to Costco, I love you. But yeah, because I pull everything off of a random wheel, I have to kind of pick and choose and plan as things go, so it adds to a much more, like, hey, this is the thing we needed at the time, and so we're building it now kind of feel. I like that that's how mine does. Let's see how you're gonna... You missed it! Good job, guy. That's not what I wanted you to do. There we go. Costco's your storage, so you have aisles and aisles of storage. Nice. Very nice. But yeah, like, my plan is I'm gonna build something everywhere I can, but what I do is I spin my wheel, I take a look at where that would fit the best, and I build it there. And so, like, my tree house I built next to my orchard. My greenhouse I felt worked best on this portion of the island because there was a lot more natural stuff on it. My mansion I built next to my gated community, because again, I felt like that worked out quite well. I picked just big open areas, you know, like the sky, for the big kits here. The lore on your island is Mr. Mime forced humans into space. Ooh, I like lore. So, and this is just going to be a kind of a cross-promotion sort of thing. So lore, something I am very, very fond of. I of course am Elfington. You may call me Elf. I am a storyteller and a keeper of names. Which island that take you to if you use a code? Pallet Town. It takes you to wherever you happen to be, Chris. As I said, I'm a storyteller and a keeper of names, and I tell stories of the names that I've traded over the years. I also, so every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I have a brand new story that I write that day. That is one of the stories of a name I have dealt with. So far, I do that over on the platform Irium. Irium is Japan's #1 VTuber platform. I am an early access streamer with Irium US, and so they provided me with a beautiful model you see there, which I am able to use in other locations. They give me permission to do so. Might want to show you your dollhouse if you do this next time. I still have some time tonight. I would go for about another 20 minutes if you want to open things up. Mr. Mime, who had Toxic Trainer, was abandoned, so he assumed all Pokemon have the same issue. I mean, whoo boy. I like it. I like it. It's a mess, but fun. Hey, that's all right. Yeah, if you want to give it, we got a little bit more time tonight. As I said, I stream over there every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 9 p.m. Central. I also stream there 11:30 on Fridays, and then just kind of random times on the weekend. And then I am over here on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube simultaneously at 9 p.m. Central Time to play video games. And recently, of course, it has been Pokemon Pokopia, because one, I really like it, and two, you guys seem to really like it. So we're just having fun doing big builds. If you ever have any ideas of a big build you would like to see me do, by all means, let me know. I can let you. Let me get the wheel up here, and I can let you know what we still have on the wheel. We do need to start adding some more stuff on there, though. So the things we have on there still are a strip mall, a playground, a farmer's market, and an aquarium. He gets goat yoga every Friday. Nice. Okay, Press, give me a moment here. We'll get over to your island, and now we'll see if the connection was my fault or not. So let's go to a online connection. Don't know why I was going for the local, because I always go for local when I play with my wife. That's why. All right, head over to Pris's Pallet Town. Satoru Gojo FN, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the forest. We're glad to have you here. May I have your name? Just joking, it doesn't work over the internet. Do I have like a block here or something? No, that went fine this time. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're good. All right, so let's see what we got here. Oh, you got... Oh, I love it. You got your little farm here. Very nice. All right, I will allow you to take me to where you want to... What you want to show me. I really like the store build. I think it's quite cute. I don't have one up just yet. Oh, I like it. So you replaced the beach over here with kind of a main street. It's very nice. I like it. The design, the unique, ooh, like a Poke fan house. Very nice. And you sit here and look at you can watch a video of a couch. I don't want to ask much more questions than that. That's fine. Oh, very cute. Very cute. I sense a theme, which is okay. Oh, pardon me. I should be closing doors behind me where possible. Over here. Oh, very nice. A nice greenhouse. You got your Bulbasaur line living in this house. Over here we got... Oh, this is where you live. With your Smearguru, your Magmortar, and your T-Tar. Very, very nice. And of course, you gotta keep the faucet running. You have to keep the faucet running. No, that's not what I was trying to do. There we go. All right. I'm right behind you. Oh, yeah, you did something very similar. Very, very similar. I like it. And this one over here, oh, I know who that's for. Oh, yeah, this is, you know, you got your, like, your Polly Pocket, your dollhouse, your Barbie's dream house kind of deal going on over here. I like it. Very nice. This is very cute. Yes, I agree absolutely. Look at the oh yeah, you got the hinges with the handrail. That's very unique. I like that a lot. Great job. And you even have handholds up here. Well, not necessarily handholds. We got the lock up here. That's very smart. Very, very smart. Good job. I'm very, very pleased with this. This looks great. That's all you have tonight? That's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. You did a wonderful job, and that's a very creative build. Reminds me of Dexter's dad from Dexter's Laboratory. It's been so long. I haven't watched Dexter's Lab for, I don't know, since like the mid-2000s. So, you know. Not 100% remembering what he sounds like, but that's okay. I also, if you still have them up, I always suggest if you've got the pedestals, put something fun on the pedestals. Like for this one, I put a sprinkler on top of it. But like they exist there, and I think it's a fun little thing that you can throw in there if you want. If you want. I had a I will take your stamp as well, because I can. Any challenges? Anything in your shop? Hey, I don't have that log recipe set. I want that log recipe set, actually. I'm gonna just buy that real quick. I forgot to check on yours. That's fine. We're good. We'll go ahead and head back home, though. But yeah, so that's 16,000 likes, guys. Come on. You're amazing. But I got in contact and spent some time talking with the folks. They are a lore-based VTuber group on Irium that goes by Elysian Tower, and just talking lots and lots about lore with them. And they've given me some good ideas on what I can do to help expand out what I'm doing. But yeah, that was a very good home, Chris. I really liked it. That dollhouse is so unique. I am going to tell my wife about that when I'm done here. I'm sure she will love that idea. But we got a little bit extra time, so I would like to. This is a very selfish thing of me, but I would like to go ahead and read one of my stories that I have written for my VTube and stuff. So let's go ahead here. First, I'm just gonna do a better job of reading my power of names. So names are strange things. In the forest where I'm from, you don't give your name away lightly. Names have weight, they cling to you, shape you, and sometimes they trap you. There was a traveler once who wandered too far between the trees. The forest asked them a simple question. Who are you? Just like that, they answered, freely. The trees remembered. Every step they took after that, the forest knew them. The forest called to them. The forest followed them. And no matter how far they ran, they were never really alone again. So we learned out here names aren't introductions, they're invitations. Which makes this a little dangerous, doesn't it? Because you can call me Elf, but the name I came here with, well, that one stays in the forest. So what I'm going to be doing is I have a collection of stories. I'm going to be releasing them in YouTube format and in PDF form for people to have. And I am slowly building up the lore of my model here. I've always been going by Elfington Online, but specifically this is Elfington. He was given the name by a traveler, and now just does not go by his normal name. He goes by Elfington or Elf, and it's just fine. The other one, I want to do one of the shorter ones, because some of them are quite long. We're going to do the one that took their name back. So let's get this over here. And this is typically what I do on my Monday through Thursday streams. Is I write my story and then I perform it for the audience. So as I said, this one is called "The One Who Took Their Name Back." There are many ways to lose someone, but none are as quiet as forgetting how to say their name. Owen was a hunter who one day wandered into my forest. This was not an uncommon occurrence. But unfortunately for Owen, he had entered too late in the day. Always full of confidence, however, he had hoped to find a deer more quickly to take back to his village. As he stalked prey, the forest stalked him back. Then the forest went silent. No birds, no wind, even his footsteps refused to carry. Owen knew something was terribly wrong. As he aimlessly wandered through the forest, he stumbled upon a clearing. It was there that he came face to face with me. I could see that he was panicked, and based on the sun no longer hanging in the sky, that he needed help. I told him I could guide him out, but the forest does not give freely. Everything must be traded. He doesn't hesitate. "I need to get home," he said. "Take anything you want." I shook my head. "I cannot take only what you offer." The wind curled around him, waiting, and without thinking, he spoke his name. In that moment, it is as if the forest parts for him. I gesture, and he takes off in a sprint. The man is guided by a path that the forest gives to him, and he makes it to the edge of the forest safely. Relieved, he rushes home to his village, unaware of what happened to him. When the man returns home, his village welcomes him. They are waiting, worried, but he had arrived. The people greet him with warm words, but they hesitate. When they say his name, it comes out wrong. It comes out dead. The man can't hear what they say, as the villagers back away out of a feeling of dread. The village, they knew him, but not completely. Panicking, the man rushes home to his young bride. He greets her, and she's happy, relieved that he had returned safe. And she tries to say his name once, and stopped. Again. And failed. And then she began to cry. How could you love someone when you can't even call their name? It was at that moment the man knew. He had given the forest his name, and at that moment it was no longer his. He took no time and rushed back to the forest. And at first the forest resisted him. It sent him in the path of great beasts, but he was able to hide. Then he was sent to a great cliff, but he was able to climb. Then he was sent once again to my clearing. I knew why he was there, and as he looked at me, he could see that I was not surprised to see him. Once again explained to him that his name was not taken. It's not gone. The forest now keeps his name. It may do with it what it wishes. Things of value such as names are treated freely among the Fae in the forest. The man looked to have lost all hope when I let him know a secret. If he were to keep going, he would see a lone yew tree. Upon the bark, he would find his name. Weeping, he left my clearing in search of the yew. It took all night, but he came upon the lone yew tree. And there, carved deep in the bark, was a name he knew but could not feel. Owen. He pulled his knife and tried to peel back the bark, but the lone yew would not relent. The man pleaded with the tree, asking if there was anything he could do to get his name back. The wind swept through the leaves of the tree and felt that a trade was needed. He hesitates for a moment and puts his hand on the bark of the tree, and the bark crumbles where he touched it. The wind whips through the leaves, surrounds him, and he speaks. Owen. That moment, he left something he would never remember losing. He returns to the village, and this time, Owen is greeted with the people saying his name. He sees his bride, and she greets him without hesitation. The love he held is now whole again. Owen is happy, but he will always feel that something is missing. Something he can't quite remember, but at least he no longer feels the pain. Owen took his name back, and though he lived happily, something was always missing. Something he could never quite remember. I still keep it safe. And that's just a selection of the types of things that I read out on stream Mondays through Thursdays. So if that is something that you would potentially like to see more of, you can catch me on Irium US. I am Elfington pretty much everywhere. And yeah, that's what we got. So at this point, I think we're kind of at a good stopping point. Let's go back and take one more look at our build from tonight. I will record a video of it later on and spin for a new build for tomorrow. If anyone has any ideas for big builds they would like to see me do, please let me know. I will put them on the wheel, and we can go from there. Again, always put something interesting on those pedestals. It's just fun. But we have ourselves, of course, our big old nature walk here. We come up here and walk on down, and we see there's lots of nature. The trees over here are still growing, but they'll come up, and it should look a lot more full when we come through. When we walk around, and we just kind of see what's going on. There are lots of trees, some fruit trees, lots of these pointy trees. And we can take a look down here, and oh, we got a nice little campsite. We've got a tent and a campfire and a place to sit, and a couple of campers, as well as a picnic table with a lunchbox and some drinks. Well, let's just continue on. As we take a look, we can come over here and we can see, oh, what is that? We got some ocean back over there. And an oasis back behind the trees over here. I keep falling down. Don't mind me. Then we come back around, and ooh, this looks like a very nice nature walk. Then we come back here, and oh, there's another entrance into our campground. Before we come back to the exit and come face to face with our doom at a volcano. It's fine. But that's what we did tonight. I think it came out quite well, and I'm excited to see what we are going to do tomorrow. If you have an idea of something you want me to do, again, go ahead, let me know. You can either tell me on stream, you can also DM me. I am on, you can find me, again, I am Elfington pretty much everywhere. So feel free to let me know if you have something you would like to see. But otherwise, as I said, we are live 9 p.m. Central Time every single night. Monday through Thursday, it'll be on Irium, and Friday through Sunday, it'll be on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube simultaneously. I also stream on Irium during the days on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But that kind of depends on what's happening around the day. But I will be streaming at some point those days. I do want to thank everyone for joining me. I definitely do appreciate you. All the love we're on TikTok, the likes, the gifts, the views, the followers. All very much appreciated. And if you have something you ever want to show me and I have time, just like tonight, go and let me know. We can open up your island and I can go visit, and I am happy to do so. I am excited to see what kind of builds other people come up with too. But again, thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate you. Thank you for visiting me here in my forest, and we'll catch you all next time. Bye for now.